Surah 9, Part 4. They sought fitna before and flipped the matters for you until the truth came and Allah's command appeared while they were disliking. And among them is he who says, "Give me permission and do not tempt me." Indeed, they have fallen into fitna, and Jahannam is surrounding the Kafiroon. If good strikes you, it distresses them, and if a calamity strikes you, they say, "We took our fare before." And they turn away while they are rejoicing. Say, "Nothing will strike us except what Allah has written for us. He is our Mawla. And in Allah let the believers put their trust." Say, "Do you lie in wait for us, except one of the two fine things, while we lie in wait for you, that Allah may strike you with torture from him or by our hands? So lie in wait. We are lying in wait with you." Say, "Spend willingly or unwillingly. It will not be accepted from you. You are a fasiq people." And nothing prevented them that the expenses be accepted from them, except that they disbelieved in Allah and in His Messenger, and they do not come to the salat except while they are lazy, and they do not spend except while they are unwilling. So do not let their monies or their children astound you. Allah only wants to torture them therewith in the dunya life, and for their souls to perish while they are kafaroon. And they swear by Allah that they are of you, and they are not of you, but they are a people who are afraid. If they find a refuge or caves or a place to enter, they would have turned to it, and they are excited. And among them is he who criticizes you concerning the charities. Then if they are given from them, they are pleased, but if they are not given from them, then they resent. And had they been pleased with what Allah and His Messenger had given them, and said, "Our sufficiency is Allah. Allah will give us from His favour and His Messenger. We are seekers to Allah." The charities are only for the poor and the needy, and those working for them, and those whose hearts are united, and for the necks and the debtors, and for the way of Allah and the traveller, an obligation from Allah, and Allah is learned, wise. And among them are those who harm the Prophet and say, "He is an ear." Say, "An ear of good for you." He believes in Allah and believes to the believers, and is a mercy to those who have believed among you. And those who harm Allah's Messenger, theirs is painful torture. They swear by Allah to you to please you, and Allah and His Messenger have more right that they should please Him if they are believers. Have they not known that he who opposes Allah and His Messenger, that his is the fire of Jahannam, abiding therein indefinitely? That is the great disgrace. The hypocrites forewarn lest a surah be sent down upon them, informing them of what is in their hearts. Say, "Mock, Allah is bringing out what you forewarn." And if you asked them, they would say, "We were only waiting and playing." Say, "Is it Allah and His verses and His Messenger you are mocking? Do not excuse yourselves. You have disbelieved after your faith. If we pardon a faction of you, we torture a faction, because they were criminals." The male hypocrites and the female hypocrites of one another, they command baseness and forbid kindness and hold their hands. They have forgotten Allah, so He has forgotten them. The hypocrites are the fasiqun. Allah has promised the male hypocrites and the female hypocrites and the kuffar the fire of Jahannam, abiding therein indefinitely. It is their reckoning. And Allah has cursed them, and theirs is lasting torture. Like those before you, they were stronger than you in strength and more in monies and children. So they enjoyed their share, and you have enjoyed your share, as those before you enjoyed their share, and you have waded like the one who has waded. Those, their deeds have been made worthless in the dunya and the hereafter, and those are the losers.